Introduction about chromatography. The topic presented by Dr. Kyamala, Assistant Professor. Chromatography is a technique for the separation, purification, and testing of components. The term chromatography is derived from Greek. It denotes chroma means color and graphic means to write or record. The Russian scientist Tesvit, he first find out this technique and separate various compounds of pigments from plants. Hence, he named this technique as chromatography. Chromatography, it is a laboratory technique for the separation of a mixture into its components. For example, where a mixture of different colored pigments like carotene, anthocyanin, chlorophyll, phycocyanin, carotenoids was separated into its constituents. Despite a Russian botanist, in the year 1906, he found the procedure chromatography. He used calcium carbonate as a column and separate different pigments. And chromatography is a technique which the mixture of components are separated based upon which they are carried through the stationary phase by the liquid or gaseous mobile phase. The separation based on the affinity interaction with that stationary phase, the lesser affinity components were separated or elute first and followed by the higher affinity components. The procedure of separation that is called chromatography and the preparation method is called chromatogram. The mixture to be separate that is called solute that is sample. In chromatography technique we use two types of media. One is stationary phase, another one is mobile phase. The stationary phase may be liquid, gas or solid. The sample to be absorbed into the stationary phase and separate. In mobile phase, it is a solvent system. It consists the mixture of butanol, water and acetone and lesser affinity to the stationary phase. It helps to carry the components of this mixture that is sample across the stationary phase. And basic principle of chromatography. Chromatography usually consists two types of phases, mobile phase and stationary phase. The mobile phase refers to the mixture of substances to be separated, dissolved in either liquid or gas form of mobile phase. The stationary phase, it is a porous solid matrix. The interaction between the mobile phase and stationary phase result in the separation of the compound from the mixture of the substance. In the chromatographic method, it is divided into two types, adsorption chromatography and partition chromatography based on the affinity of sample or solute with stationary phase. In adsorption chromatography, the stationary phase will be solid, example silica or alumina. The mobile phase, liquid or gaseous form. The sample utilizes the mobile phase and absorbed on the surface of solid stationary phase. In partition chromatography, the stationary phase like a liquid and mobile phase liquid or gas may be used. And the sample separation that is based on solute in between two liquid phases.